Hi, welcome to Wisdom Wednesday, episode number 10. Here I'm going to take my R5 5mm resist and show you the doming technique on this glass. This glass has a thick bottom so I can go really deep. So you can see here it's well over 1/2 inch thick on the bottom. So I can go up to 1/4 inch deep on my carving. Half the thickness of your glass. Side, like on the face, you'd be a lighter edge. So I'm going to use a 5mm on the bottom. I could use a 5mm on the side or a 3mm even because I'm not going very deep. So no need to go with a thicker film on a thin glass. All right. So here I'm going to apply my 5mm self-adhesive film to the bottom and do a doming technique. So it's just applying it. You know, and this is a repositionable film. So if you put it on incorrectly, you can reapply it. Then you take a squeegee and start in the middle, work your way to the edge. Just like that. Very light. Pressure sensitive, so the more pressure you put on the mask, the better it's going to stick. So if you're doing something porous, you probably will need more pressure or maybe a separate glue. Now, some circumstances run across where the film is over dried. And that happens when people use heat guns or they'll leave it out for like several days. So the way to reactivate the glue, show on this one, is take your glass cleaner. I just put a little bit on my rag here. It's got to be a terry cloth. And this is alcohol-based glass cleaner. You can use water-based cleaners as well. You just want to avoid any Windex. Windex will make it stick too good and it doesn't come off very well afterwards. So use an alcohol-based cleaner or water to reactivate it. So since we got to clean it ahead of time, you just kind of give it a little wet, clean and polish, and then apply the stencil right away. Okay, and that makes it reactivate so it's stickier. So a little trick there to get it to work when you have lower humidity or if you over dry the stencil. So here we're back to the piece where we're going to show the dome effect here in a minute. So to take the carrier sheet off, you fold it over the edge, and you can flick with your fingernail. I don't have any fingernails at the moment, so I'm going to take a piece of tape. Okay, I'll show this in the video. Very easy trick. Grab the tape. Okay. So it's very simple to remove the carrier sheet if you use a little piece of tape on the corner. So here we are. I'm just going to fold over the film a little bit so it's a little tighter. I don't need to put tape around the edges because this whole face area is fully protected with the resist. So this piece is ready to go after a wire wheel. I can't forget this little guy. Okay, be sure it spins. Okay, if it spins, it's good to use. If it's stuck, it could tear the resist. So make sure it spins. I usually do this before I use it. And then run that across. And that perforates that thin membrane so there's no air pockets in there to catch the wind and blow away fine detail. So that's required, you know, for fine detail work. This isn't so much because there's not a whole lot of detail. But if I was going to put one of these images on there with more detail, I definitely would use that brass wire wheel. So this one's ready to blast. I'm going to show the doming technique. And what that is, it's basically showing how to put circles in glass. So I'm going to start my nozzle in the center with a low beam of sand, so it's like a center point. Carve that really deep, and then I'm going to basically start moving my nozzle in slow circles. And what that's going to do is create a little bit of a channel. So you're getting deep and then slowly deeper in the other areas. And that creates a round circle effect. Pretty neat little trick, something to practice with. So here I'm going to blast at 45 psi. And I recommend up to 10 psi per mil. So this is a 5mm resist, so up to 50 psi. All right. I'm using 180 silicon carbide like I've been doing in all my videos. That's why it's Dr.FineGrit, because I'm using the same grit to do everything. There's no need to keep swapping out grit and so forth. Okay, it's 180 silicon carbide. I'm going to slide this item through. I'm going to protect my hand because I'm blasting at higher pressure, so I'm going to keep my hand inside the gauntlet. So it's like this. I don't know if you can see that on the angle. So step on the nozzle, and I'm going to concentrate the center area. I'm going to remove my membrane first. So I'm
I'm going to go right in the center. You can see that spark from the silicon carbide abrasive. So I know I'm hitting it right in the middle dead center, so you can see that dome. So just holding it in one spot at this point, because I just want to get it really deep. So if you see it, it's got like a point to it. See the point? That's like an arrow point, and that's because I cut my nozzle at one spot. So that'll work if you're doing like arrow points or peaks of a mountain, sticks, anything that's got a sharp point that it resembles. You can do that technique. But like I said, I'm going to show you a little bit of a doming now. So you start in the middle again, and all you're going to do now is just slowly do little circles. You can start seeing it starting to get a little bit wider on the edges now, and you get more of a dome. All right. Now what I generally do there is I'll actually go at a slight angle. This. Very important you have silicon carbide abrasive so you can really see the abrasive hit that glass and spark it. So you know where your abrasive flow is at all times. If you don't know where your abrasive is, it's really hard to direct and shape your carve on glass like this. So there's a little bit more of a dome effect now. It's more round now. It's not a sharp point now. So you can do that on all four sides. You can do, I'm going to show you, just go really close on this one. I'll work my way to the edge. Really quicker way to do it. So that's a lot quicker than doing it the longer nozzle direction. So yeah, just kind of putting little pinpoints in there. Pinpoint and carve. I'll do the other one here. I can go to lower pressure. I'm kind of doing this pretty quickly for the video, but if you're comfortable blasting at like 15 or 20 psi, that's fine too. It's going to take a little slower, but sometimes you can get a little bit more of the look you're trying to get. Maybe you're trying to get a little steeple in there, maybe a little chisel kind of look, so you can shape carve. So that's just a little variety of ways to do it. So you can see how there's 4 domes in there now. Very smooth. Feels like I can put in basically a marble right now, and it's going to go in there nice and tight. So there's your doming. So I'm just going to go a little bit deeper because I want to really show the effect of carving on glass. Alright, I want to go really deep because I go as deep as the line is wide, so that center area I could easily go 1/4 inch deep. So again, this is 5mm resist, showing the doming technique. You can actually see a little bit better on the side angle. I'm going to show this. You can see the mountain peaks. Isn't that kind of cool? See all the little hills?
Very nice.
So it's becoming a dome in the middle. So you can do little like I said, mountain effects, clouds, rock formations. You can do all kinds of neat things by shaping the glass with doming. Like I said, throw a marble in there, throw any round object, and show off your doming technique. So it just takes a little practice. Like I said, try to lower air pressure. Get more control. I'm kind of starting here at 15 just to show you how it's a little more control at a lower pressure. So here, and it's not going to blow the resist off either. Let's say you had a 3mm resist. So if you can go in there and kind of shape it with a lower air pressure, that works too. Okay. So it's up to you. I want to do a little bit of another technique while I have this mask on. It's just a shading technique. You've seen it in my other videos. I'm just going to show it briefly here. Just prick the edge. You deal, prickly edge deal. Okay, so I got a little bit of area that's unexposed. So basically, at that point, just kind of hold it back, a little flutter. Okay, and now I got basically a shading technique in there. So I'm going to take that resist. It's going to give it a little bit more shading there to give it more color. Okay. Now if I go ahead and take that part of the resist off, I will just peel what I done so far. See a little bit of a shading technique, and you got a doming effect all on the same piece. So once you get done, you want to remove the dust so it doesn't get all over in your hands with the air gun. And then you're going to remove the resist. Now you don't want to remove the resist in your cabinet because resist will get down into your abrasive later on and create a clog. But just for demonstration purposes, I'm going to remove it here and just be careful. So I'm going to remove it so you can see the different look that I achieved. So I got the how easy it peels off. So I got the shading effect. I got the doming on all 4 circles. The one in the middle, you can show my finger. It's about that deep, so close to 1/4 inch on your depth on the doming. So there you have it, a doming look on a piece of glass. Now it's ready for personalization, right? Put a name on there, a date, make it personalized. You can see the different formations in there that I carved into the glass. From this angle as well. So that's shape carving in glass.